मांगे गाहे कव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे
Thank you. You may all be seated now. We begin today's program. I just have one quick request. All our members of the press, if I may please request you to go back and take your photographs, because we have all our guests sitting and we would not like to block their way. I request you all to please go a little bit behind. We begin today's program by lighting the ceremonial lamp, which is also symbolic of removal of ignorance and starting something new. I would request all the dignitaries on stage to please come near the lamp and light it. We also mark the birth anniversary of the third Salar Jung with this act. Thank you, everyone. I once again request our press friends to please take a place from where you're not blocking the view of all our visitors. Please help us. India's intangible heritage is deep, rich, and outstanding. We would like to create a very special memory about the high craftsmanship of this region by presenting a very special memento, especially handcrafted by beadry artists for our guests on dais. May I please request our director, Ms. Priyanka Mary Francis, to first present the Platinum Jubilee memento to the Honorable Governor, Shri Shiv Pratap Shukla ji. We would also like to honor the Deputy Chief Minister, Shri Mallu Bhatti Vikramarka ji, with a beadry.
A beadry plaque, and this has been specially designed and created for the occasion of 75 years. We would also like to honor Mr. Tigarisa, the MLA of this area. Thank you very much, sir, for being here. I also request ma'am to honor Nawab Hemdana for being with us and for telling us so many beautiful stories about the Salar Jung. I request her to also honor Professor Jayagri Thiruman Rao, strictly senior scholars and historians of the region of Telangana. And also to Shri Dana Kishore, who has been a guide and he has been the chairman of the Platinum Jubilee celebrations. I now invite our director, Ms. Priyanka Mary Francis, to kindly deliver the welcome address.
Good evening to you all. Honorable Governor of Telangana, Honorable Deputy CM of Telangana, Honorable Minister for Backward Welfare and Transport at Hyderabad in charge, Honorable MLA, Charminar constituency, respected Nawab Sahib, other dignitaries on the dais, distinguished guests, a very warm welcome to you all. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to
Salar Jung Museum on the occasion of 137th birth anniversary of Nawab Mir Yusuf Ali Khan, Salar Jung III, whose extraordinary vision and dedication laid the foundation for one of India's most treasured cultural institutions. Today's celebration is particularly significant as it coincides with the Platinum Jubilee year of the Salar Jung Museum. As we commemorate 75 years of the museum's journey in serving the nation, it is only fitting that we also pay homage to the visionary collector whose passion for art and culture made this institution possible. Salar Jung III was far more than a collector. He was a custodian of civilization, a connoisseur of artistic excellence, and a visionary who recognized the importance of preserving the cultural achievements of humanity. Through decades of dedicated effort, he assembled an extraordinary collection representing diverse cultures, civilizations, and artistic traditions from across the world. The museum that emerged from this collection has, over the past 75 years, grown into one of India's most visited and respected museums. As we celebrate our Platinum Jubilee, it provides an opportunity to renew our commitment to preserving and sharing this priceless heritage with future generations. It also encourages us to embrace new ideas and partnerships that will help the museum remain relevant and accessible in the years to come. To celebrate this significant event, we are elated to have with us His Excellency Sri Shiv Pratap Shuklaji, the Honorable Governor of Telangana and Chairman, Salar Jung Museum Board. His support has always been a guiding light to us. On behalf of all gathered here, I extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Honorable CM of Telangana was supposed to join us today this evening, but due to unavoidable circumstances, sir couldn't join us. In his absence, we have with us the Deputy CM of Telangana, Sri Mallu Bhatti Vikramarka, who has joined us despite his busy schedule with us this evening. Sir, on behalf of all of us, I extend a warm welcome to you to this gathering. Sri Ponnam Prabhakar, Honorable Minister for Backward Classes Welfare, Transport and In Charge Minister for Hyderabad, is also present here amongst us. Sir, I welcome you to this august occasion. Next, I would like to welcome Sri Mir Zulfikar Ali Sahib, MLA of Charminar constituency, who has graciously joined us this evening. Sir, I welcome you on behalf of the museum community to this occasion. We are extremely delighted to welcome Nawab Ehram Ali Khan, former member Salar Jung Museum Board, whose gracious presence among us today provides a living link to the remarkable legacy of one of India's greatest patrons of art and culture. Hearty welcome to you, sir. We are happy to welcome Sri Jayadeep Tirumal Rao, a distinguished historian and ethnographer of Telangana, who has dedicated his life to document the oral histories, languages, and endangering art in the Deccan. Welcome, sir. I would like to welcome Sri Dana Kishore, Special Chief Secretary to the Honorable Governor of Telangana and Chairman, Platinum Jubilee Celebration Committee, who has been giving us invaluable guidance for organizing this event and also the Platinum Jubilee celebrations of the museum. Welcome to you, sir, on behalf of all of us gathered here. I would like to welcome all the guests who responded to our invitation and took their time out on a Sunday evening to join with us. A warm welcome to all of you. My special welcome to the media friends, both print and digital, who have always supported us by taking our message to the people of the city. I extend welcome to my colleagues and the volunteers from Nirman who have worked tirelessly to organize today's event. I also welcome to all my seniors and other colleagues gathered here in this august occasion. Once again, welcome to all of you. Thank you.
In today's August gathering, we would be releasing a short film on the Salar Jung Museum, its legacy, but also its future. I request our colleagues to play the film, and you can enjoy it.
In the heart of Hyderabad, beside the Musi River that has witnessed empires rise and fade, stands a museum unlike any other. Today, 75 years after its doors first opened to the people of India, we step inside once again to remember, to rediscover, and to celebrate.
Salar Jung I, during his travels through Europe in 1876, he encountered masterpieces that would become legendary in Hyderabad. Among them, the veiled replica, marble sculpted so delicately that stone appears translucent. His son, Salar Jung II, continued the tradition, but It was Mir Yusuf Ali Khan, Salar Jung III, who transformed a family passion into one of the world's great collections. For nearly 4 decades, he traveled, commissioned, negotiated and acquired treasures from India, Persia, Egypt, Syria, China, Japan and Europe. This collection became his life's work.
In 1961, Parliament declared it an institution of national importance.
सालार जंग संग्रहालय हमारे राष्ट्र की सांस्कृतिक समृद्धि और कलात्मक विरासत का गौरवशाली प्रतीक है तथा यह विश्व की सबसे अनूठे संग्रहों में से एक है। संग्रहालय का केंद्र बिंदु यह भव्य संग्रह सालार जंग परिवार के जुनून और लगन का परिणाम कलाकृतियों के संरक्षण और संग्रहण में उनके असाधारण प्रयासों ने राष्ट्र को अमूल्य सांस्कृतिक धरोहर प्रदान की है।
Today, the museum houses tens of thousands of art objects, manuscripts and books spanning over 2,000 years of human history.
Magnificent Chola bronzes radiate movement and devotion. Mughal jades reveal extraordinary refinement. Dagger hilts, archers' rings, ceremonial objects once held by emperors. The armory preserves the legacy of rulers and warriors. From Aurangzeb to Tipu Sultan, miniature paintings unfold entire worlds within a span of a hand. Stories of courts, music, mythology, devotion, and daily life painted with astonishing precision.
Furniture, paintings, clocks, sculptures, ceramics and decorative arts from Italy, France, England, Austria, Belgium and Germany speak of artistic encounters between East and West. And at the center stands the veiled Rebecca, still astonishing visitors after more than a century.
The museum's famed 19th century musical clock, crafted from hundreds of intricate components, continues to enchant generations of visitors. Beyond the galleries lies another treasure, the library. Thousands of manuscripts and tens of thousands of books in Persian, Arabic, Urdu, Sanskrit, Telugu, and English preserve the literary memory of the decade.
The Salar Jung Museum is inseparable from Hyderabad itself, a place where civilizations continue to speak to one another. As the Salar Jung Museum completes 75 remarkable years, it stands at the threshold of an exciting new chapter. As we look toward the future, we invite partnerships with cultural institutions, museums, universities, researchers, industry leaders, philanthropists, and organizations committed to preserving and promoting heritage. For 75 years, the Salar Jung Museum has safeguarded the treasures of the past. Now, together, let us build its future. In the heart of...
Thank you. Today is also the beginning of 3 significant initiatives, and for many more to come as the Salar Jung Museum stands at an important threshold of the 75th year. The world is changing, and so is this beautiful state of Telangana. At this important juncture, our museum needs to be future ready. In this endeavor, we need all your support, guidance, and participation. Today, we request the Honorable Governor to unveil the 5-year museum upgradation project plan in order to transform this institution to a state-of-the-art cultural facility in the iconic city of Hyderabad. I request all dignitaries on dais to please join. As we all know, this is going to be a journey we take together. You will also be pleased to know that after many years, we are also opening a new souvenir shop, which has been created with the help of the wonderful company Rare Planet. I also request the dignitaries to kindly unveil the plaque in order to inaugurate the new souvenir shop. The Salar Jung Museum is probably the richest in its presentation of crafts and craftsmanship. Nothing could be more appropriate than beginning today's events with a handicraft and handloom exhibition on the crafts of Telangana. We remain grateful to the Department of Handloom and Handicraft and to colleagues who are from there for putting together this beautiful exhibition. It will be on for 8 days, and I request all of you to visit it in the East Wing and let your purses loose. Thank you, everyone. In the past few months, there has been a lot of planning and activity in our museum, thanks to the support and encouragement we have received from the Honorable Governor's Office. I now invite Sri Dana Kishore Sir, Special Chief Secretary to Honorable Governor, to say a few words.
Thank you. Honorable Governor of Telangana, Sri Shiv Pratap Shuklaji, who is the Chief Guest of the function, and Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, the Mallu Bhattu Vikramarka Garu, and Honorable Minister for BC Welfare and Transport, the Pollam Prabhakar Garu, Honorable MLA Zulfikar Garu, and other distinguished guests on the dais, and respected scholars, corporate leaders, educators, museum professionals, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege to speak today amidst of you while inviting our distinguished guests here to lay a few facts before you, which are in general nature, and also some specific proposals that have been initiated or thought about on this 75th anniversary. We are also, incidentally, we are in the 79th year of our, Indian democracy as an independent nation. That's almost equal with our Salar Jung Museum. The film and other things that have been unveiled have shown you that what is the Salar Jung Museum, what are we going to do about it. But Honorable Governor, as a chairman of the board of Salar Jung Museum, has a few thoughts which are shared with us when this board of two directors we have, and also director of the museum when we sat with him. One is that Honorable Governor stated that museum connects youth with their cultural identity. Museums preserve their collective memory of a nation, a civilization. They help young people understand their cultural roots, traditions, languages, arts, and customs. A youth who understands his or her heritage develops a greater self-confidence, respect for diversity. Without memory, there is no identity. Museums are the guardians of our memory. Museums also bring history to life, like you may have seen some of these halls of the 40 galleries we have. They really bring life of history of several thousands of years back. Museums counter superficial nature of social media, which often impacts our youth. Museums root us. Museums make our youth ponder over, think, reflect, and think about our heritage. Wherever we go, we first happen to visit museums to instill this confidence in us, in confidence of our civilization and shared values. With these values, which can develop critical thinking, museums do critical thinking, they initiate that. They ask us why, where from, why is it important, what is the cultural importance of it, who has done that historically. History textbooks bring you, a learning they bring you, but museums bring you an experience. With these views, Honorable Governor has instructed us to think about, deliberate among the Heritage Committee or the Platinum Jubilee Committee that has been made. And we, some of officers, some of the heritage experts here, and Ms. Chanda Pandit, PhD, and VC, Osman and Vice Chancellor Mr. Kumar Mangalam Garu, we are all, sat together. We brought in some kind of a thinking for this one. One is that, how to bring in corporate leaders. Several of you are here from PSUs as well as from private sector. How to take your help to take this museum's views forward. And as we are deliberating, we are also aware of that Honorable Chief Minister Sri Revanth Reddy Garu's vision of for Mulsi River for Old City, and also thinking of our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, District in charge Sri Pollam Prabhakar Garu, how to make Mulsi into a live stream of rejuvenation of culture and livelihoods and bring back glory to the old city. So as this museum sits on the banks of the river, amidst national heritage structures like Charminar and others, we thought that there is a revival needed in this museum, which has been, quite a long period it's been. It's been doing its work, but it's also languishing, which is a fact. One is that how to get youth into the museums. Most of the times, youth that comes are school children, maybe college students, but we also need to bring in youngsters who have been getting into their adult life, how to get them interested in this one. So as this part, we thought of reviving some of the old galleries. You must have seen a lot of artifacts, about 48,000 artifacts are there as shown in the film, but they have been crowded in some of the hearts. They need the space to breathe and show their individual identity. That's where we have involved seniors like artists and heritage collectors like Sri Jaydeep Firmal Rao, and some of the people here like Mr. Shalini Gopal and others, and also we took use from many people who are enriched with the cultural heritage of Telangana. There is a need for a cultural heritage of Telangana to be preserved here, apart from reimagining and showcasing the artifacts collected by Sri Mir Usman Ali Khan. With this, we have, under the guidance of Honorable Governor, we call some public sector units. We deliberated with them. They have come forward to help the museum to regain some of its lost glory, how to reimagine things here. Apart from that, we also, corporates have also come forward liberally. We have been twice had a meeting with her. We had a meeting with them. And then hopefully this will bear fruit to make this museum as a national glory, because it truly represents some of the international best pieces available in museums in this country. So there is a lot to be done, and I am sure when Honorable Deputy Chief Minister and Honorable Governor share their thoughts with you, they are going to talk about it, how to better this museum. As Honorable Deputy Chief will mention to you, Government of Telangana has taken a decision to shift High Court function into some other location, so that the heritage structure of High Court can become one of the beautiful preserved pieces of heritage of our culture here. Similarly, opposed to that, there is a Osmania hospital is there. That is also being shifted from this place. So along with those structures and this structure, Charmer and nearby structures, within a 5 kilometers radius of this place, there are about 36 national heritage structures are there, which need to be revived to show Hyderabad's past glory and reimagine our city as the best livable cities in this world. With these few words, I request Honorable Deputy Chief Minister Garu and Honorable MLA and Honorable Ponnam Prabhakar Garu and Honorable Governor to reflect their thoughts. I am sure their valuable suggestions will help our committee to take this vision forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. I now invite Mir Zulfikar Ali Saab, MLA of the Charminar constituency, to share his thoughts.
Chairmanship Tashreef Farma, Ali Janab, Supratap Shukla Sahab, Honorable Governor of Telangana, Mohtaram Mukham, Ali Janab, Hafiz Sahab, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Telangana, Ali Janab Ponnam Prabhakar Sahab, Transport Minister and in charge Minister of Hyderabad State, Mohtaram Mukham, Ali Janab Ihtaram Ali Khan Sahab, Ali Janab Dana Kishore Sahab, Mohtarama Priyanka Mary Sahiba, Director of Salar Jung Museum, आज की इस महफिल के हाज़रीन महफिल, आज सबसे पहले मैं आप तमाम को बैरिस्टर असदुद्दीन ओवैसी साहब, नक़ीब मिल्लत अलहाज बैरिस्टर असदुद्दीन ओवैसी साहब MP व सदर कुलीन मजलिस इत्तेहाद मुस्लिमीन की जानिब से आप तमाम को आज की 75 साल तकरीब में सालार जंग म्यूजियम की और 137 सालगिरह की मौके पर सालार जंग थर्ड की आप तमाम को मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूँ, क्योंकि आज बैरिस्टर असदुद्दीन ओवैसी साहब हैदराबाद में नहीं है। उन्होंने मुझसे कहा कि आप वहाँ पर मेरी जानिब से मुबारकबाद पेश कीजिए। और मैं आप तमाम को अपनी जानिब से और मेरी जमात कुली मजलिस इत्तेहाद मुस्लिमीन की जानिब से तक़रीब के लिए मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूँ। सालार जंग फैमिली हैदराबाद की एक जानी मानी फैमिली में से है। इस फैमिली की खुसूसियात ये है कि इस फैमिली से हैदराबाद के 5 प्राइम मिनिस्टर इस फैमिली से गुजरे हैं, जिन्होंने आसिफजाई दौर में हैदराबाद के एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के लिए, हैदराबाद के फाइनेंशियल मैटर्स के लिए, हैदराबाद के डेवलपमेंट के लिए उन्होंने काफ़ी कुछ किया है। आज जो हैदराबाद में डेवलपमेंट आपको नज़र आता है, इसमें इनका भी बहुत बड़ा ताउन रहा है। ये फैमिली के 5 प्राइम मिनिस्टर यहाँ से गुजरे हैं और आज हम उस शख्स की 137वीं सालगिरह मनाने के लिए यहाँ मौजूद हुए हैं, यहाँ जमा हुए हैं। नवाब मीर यूसुफ अली खां बहादुर सालार जंग सुवम, सालार जंग III, जिन्होंने एक ऐसा कारनामा अंजाम दिया है, आप तमाम जानते हैं कि इस शख्स की वजह से हमारे हिंदुस्तान का नाम रोशन सारी दुनिया में हुआ है। ये म्यूज़ियम एक अहमियत रखता है, दुनिया के एक इंफरादी म्यूज़ियम है, एक वाहिद म्यूज़ियम है, एक सिंगल म्यूज़ियम है, जिसमें एक शख्स का कलेक्शन आज सारी दुनिया में हिंदुस्तान के नाम को रोशन किया है। आज हिंदुस्तान में टूरिस्ट आते हैं, सयाह आते हैं, तो जब हैदराबाद आते हैं, चार मीनार, मक्का मस्जिद, गोलकुंडा, हमारे चौमेला पैलेसेस, इतने पैलेसेस उसको देखने के साथ साथ सालार जंग म्यूजियम भी देखने के लिए आते हैं। इसकी बहुत अहमियत है, क्योंकि एक शख्स की दूरअंदेशी देखिए आप, उनका ये शौक़ था, उनका पैशन था, जिसकी वजह से उन्होंने इतना कुछ कलेक्शन किया। तकरीबन 46,000 आर्ट का कलेक्शन इनके पास है, 8,000 मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट्स इनके पास है, 60,000 से बढ़कर किताबें इनके पास है। दुनिया के हर खित्ते से, हर मुल्क से इसमें कलेक्शन हुआ है, क्योंकि मामूली बात नहीं है। उस वक्त उनकी दूरअंदेशी देखिए, उनकी वजह से आज जो कलेक्शन है हम अभी थोड़ा सा देखे हैं। अगर सालार जंग म्यूजियम को पूरी तरीके से देखा भी जाए तो हो सकता हूँ 8 दिन भी बस नहीं होंगे, क्योंकि जब मैं मेयर था, इसका मेंबर भी मैं था, और ये जो विंग्स बने हैं राइट एंड लेफ्ट, उसी टाइम पे बने थे बिल्डिंग्स। तो मुझे मालूम है इसमें जितना कलेक्शन है, थोड़ा थोड़ा लगाते हैं लोग। जब पूरा देखने बैठेंगे आप तो 8 दिन भी बस नहीं होंगे। तो ये बहुत ही हम खुशकिस्मत है हैदराबाद के लोग, और हैदराबाद पर सालार जंग फैमिली का एहसान है। इन्होंने हैदराबाद का नाम ना सिर्फ हिंदुस्तान में बल्कि सारी दुनिया में किया है, इनके अपने कलेक्शन की वजह से। मैं ज़्यादा वक्त नहीं लूँगा, क्योंकि आपको हमारे गवर्नर साहब को सुनना है, मेरे अजीज दोस्त अली जनाब भट्टी साहब को सुनना है, मेरे छोटे भाई पूनम प्रभाकर साहब को भी आपको सुनना है। तो मैं ज़्यादा वक्त नहीं लूँगा। फिर एक बार आप तमाम को आज की महफिल की मुबारकबाद पेश करते हुए आपसे रुखसत हूँ। शुक्रिया, खुदा हाफ़िज़।
थैंक यू सो मच। इस जगह की अहमियत अब बहुत ही खास हो गई है, और उम्मीद है कि आप सब लोग यहाँ आते रहेंगे। May I please request Nawab Saab, who's really the living legacy of this institution, to please come and say a few words.
His Excellency, the Governor of Hyderabad, Telangana, Deputy Chief Minister, and the Minister. Excuse me, please. Deputy Chief Minister Mallu Bhatti Vikramarka, Ponnam Prabhakar, Minister M.A. Zulfikar Saab, dignitaries on the dais and dignitaries sitting here. You see, much has been just told you about Hyderabad and its legacy by Zulfikar Saab, but I'll just take a minute and tell you what the importance of Hyderabad was and what it is now. There is no doubt about it. The family of Salar Jung, started way back, centuries ago, where the earlier collection, which is recorded with us, is only manuscripts. It was Salar Jung the first who went abroad. During one of his trips abroad, he collected 13 shiploads of pieces of art. That was when his palaces took shape. And then the people who used to come, especially the foreigners, his friends, and dignitaries from abroad, would gape out at these pieces of art. And this, prompted Salar Jung II, of course, lived for a little while. He died at a young age of 28. So it was only Salar Jung III who took this upon himself to continue the search for art objects. And you see, he was a man with a lot of ability. Though he was a diwan for a little while, but he was more interested in the pieces of art which he cherished all his life. There was a time when, you see, there was no place in the palaces. Salar Jung had 13 palaces in Hyderabad. The articles were spread out in such a way that, you see, there was no place to house them. And that was a time when he was all the time worried about what is going to happen to these beautiful pieces after I am not there. So who's going to take care of them? And today I must say that had he been alive today, he would have been very happy to see that his articles, his pieces of art have been taken care of very well by our government and people associated with it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Nawab Sir. May I now invite Shri Ponnam Prabhakarji, Honorable Minister for Transport, to please say a few words.
इस म्यूजियम का प्लैटिनम जुबली सेलिब्रेशंस में मौजूदा ऑनरेबल हिज एक्सीलेंसी गवर्नर साहब और डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर भट्टी साहब और भाई जुल्फिकार अली जी और दाना किशोर जी और यहाँ मंच पर उपस्थित सबको मेरी तरफ से, यहाँ जो मौजूद इस मीटिंग में है सबको मेरी तरफ से नमस्कार। जो एक्चुअली अपन गवर्नर साहब का सुनने के लिए आए हम लोग, सालार जंग म्यूजियम के बारे में हम कोई किसी को ज़्यादा बताने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि ये वन मैन कलेक्शन, ये हिस्टोरिकल है, ये गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया नहीं है, वर्ल्ड में ऐसी एक सालार जंग म्यूजियम देखने के लिए बहुत सारे आते हैं। हैदराबाद शहर की एक बहुत बड़ी खूबियत में ये भी एक है। ये जैसा हैदराबाद गंगा जमुना तहजीब के लिए रहे, वैसे उसी में एक निशाना है। ये निशाना आने वाला पीढ़ी को कुछ नया पुराना क्या इतिहास में क्या था ये जानने के लिए ये बहुत इस्तेमाल होगा ये। और ये सालार जंग म्यूजियम में अभी जो आपने फिर 5 साल आगे डेवलप करने के लिए अभी शिलान्यास किया है, और आने वाला दिन में सालार जंग म्यूजियम के लिए, और यहाँ जैसा दाना किशोर जी ने बोले, बगल में चारमीनार है, बगल में हाई कोर्ट है, बगल में उस्मानिया हॉस्पिटल है, उस पहले कोठी, ऐसा बहुत सारे चीज़, फलकनामा है, चौमल्ला पैलेस, जितने भी यहाँ देखने की जो पूरा गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की तरफ से, हमारा तो दिल्ली में इंडिया गेट के बगल में भी हैदराबाद हाउस, हैदराबाद शान बढ़ाने के लिए है। तो ज़रूर सालार जंग म्यूजियम में भी आने वाला दिन में अभी बहुत लाखों लोग आते हैं। जब मगर एक यहाँ क्या है रिवाज है, बच्चे जब स्कूल में आते हैं फिर बड़े होने के बाद देखने के लिए नहीं आते हैं। बच्चे हम भी जब स्कूल में थे तो हम भी जब आते तो अभी कोई आके देखने के लिए उतना खास वक्त नहीं लेते, मगर ये सालार जंग म्यूजियम के लिए डेफिनेटली हिस्ट्री पहचानने के लिए, जानने के लिए सब लोग आना है। ये बात कहते हुए मैं फिर एक बार ये प्लैटिनम जुबली सालार जंग म्यूजियम का जो उनका इच्छा था, उन्हें एक आदमी ऐसा कलेक्शन करके इतिहास में, इसीलिए आज 75 साल के बाद भी उसका नाम याद में करके उसको रोशनी में उसको जो अपन याद करते हैं, उसका जो प्रोग्राम करते हैं, तो उसका जो इंटेंशन और वो आने वाला पीढ़ी को क्या दिखाना है, उनका पैशन क्या था, ये सब लोग किसी चीज में भी ऐसा सब लोग किसी एक चीज के लिए मोनोपोली रखिए और आने वाला दिन में अपने लिए भी थोड़े आने वाला पीढ़ी देख सके, यही बात कहते हुए मैं फिर एक बार धन्यवाद, सबको धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. I now invite our Honorable Deputy CM, sir, to please come and say a few words.
Honorable Governor of Telangana and also Chairman of the Salar Jung Museum Board, Sri Shiv Pratap Shukla ji, Honorable Minister, Transport and Backward Class Welfare, Sri Ponnam Prabhakar ji, respected Member of Legislative Assembly, Mir Zulfikar Ali ji, Sri Nawab Fakarem Ali Khan ji, former board member, Salar Jung Museum, Sri Jayadir Thirumal Rao Garu, professor, poet and historian, Sri Dana Kishore ji, Special Chief Secretary Governor, Srimati Priyanka Mary Francis ji, Director, Salar Jung Museum, members of the board, distinguished Consul Generals, officers of the Government of India and Government of Telangana, respected scholars, artists, citizens of Hyderabad, and dear young friends. It is a privilege to be here in the Salar Jung Museum in its 75th year to celebrate the 173 birth anniversary of Mir Yusuf Ali Khan, Salar Jung III. There are some institutions which a city builds, and there are some institutions which build the city's soul. Salar Jung Museum belongs to the second category. When we speak of Hyderabad, we naturally speak of Charminar, Golconda, Chowmalla, the Musi, Biryani, Irani chai, and the sound of many languages in one street. And the breath, we must, in the same breath, we must speak of Salar Jung Museum. This is not merely a place we visit. This is a place that tells us who we are. And it tells us something remarkable. Dear friends, a single man, Salar Jung III, gathered one of the greatest private collections of art in the world. Today we speak of nearly 43,000 objects of art and history. Most of us struggle to keep track of our mere spectacles, our mobile phone, and sometimes even our car keys. But Salar Jung III kept track of civilization. That is not collecting, that is a devotion. He did not collect only expensive things, he collected even beauty, he collected memory. He collected the world. Then, through this museum, that private passion became a public inheritance. That this is the highest form of generosity, to love something deeply and then give it to everyone. When a child walks through this museum today, she does not only see objects behind glass. She sees China, Europe, Persia, India, the Deccan, the Nizams, Hyderabad. The craft of unknown artisans, the imagination of forgotten masters, and the patience of people who made things not for one season, but for centuries. In today's age, we scroll fast. We look for 3 seconds and move on. But this museum quietly tells us, slow down, look properly. Beauty does not reveal itself to a hurried mind. This is why a museum matters. A museum is not a storage of old things. A museum is a training ground for attention. It teaches a society to observe, to remember, to respect, and to wonder. And the Salar Jung Museum teaches us one more lesson, a lesson which Hyderabad knows in its bones. Inside these galleries, the gods and prophets of many faiths share the same home. Hindu bronzes, illuminated Qurans, Christian Madonnas, Buddhist art, all gathered, all honored, all treated with dignity. There are even ceremonial objects where the Dasavatara of Vishnu and verses of the Quran appear together. This is not a lecture on harmony. This is harmony made possible. This is not something forgotten. This is the Ganga, Yamuna, Tehzeeb of the Deccan. This is Hyderabad's genius. This is India's at its best. A Muslim nobleman collected and cherished the artistic traditions of every faith, and today that collection belongs to every Indian. In a world where people are sometimes asked to narrow their identity, but this museum asks us to widen our hearts. Hyderabad has always been a city of doors, not walls. It has welcomed cultures, languages, faiths, traders, scholars, poets, workers, scientists, entrepreneurs, and even dreamers also. That is why Hyderabad has endured. That is why Hyderabad has grown. That is why Hyderabad is loved. The Salar Jung Museum is the civilizational proof of that Hyderabad. And therefore, when we honor Salar Jung today, we are not only honoring a collective, we are honoring a way of seeing the world. Curious, generous, refined, and fearless. I want to say something about the setting of this great museum. For generations, this institution has stood on the southern bank of the Musi. The Musi is not just a river in geography. It is a river in Hyderabad's memory. It has carried stories of trade, settlement, flood, neglect, and also hope. For too long, we allowed the Musi to decline, but that chapter must end somewhere. The government of Telangana is committed to the reservation of the Musi, to transform a neglected and polluted river into a clean, living waterway, with a riverfront worthy of Hyderabad's history and future. We have seen what rivers have done for cities across the world. The Thames in London, the Seine in Paris, the Sabarmati in Ahmedabad, the riverfronts of Singapore. Why should I stop Hyderabad aim for anything less? Imagine the Salar Jung Museum is not as an isolated building, but as the cultural crown jewel of a renowned riverfront. Imagine visitors arriving along a clean, beautiful Musi, walking through heritage streets, crossing into galleries filled with world art, and ending the evening with Hyderabad's food, music, and life. This is not a dream too large for Hyderabad. Hyderabad has already proved that it can dream large. We are the city of Charminar and Cyber Town. We are the city of lakes and parks and quantum computing. We are the city of biryani and biotechnology. We are the vaccine capital, the IT engine, the pharma powerhouse, the cinema and culture hub. Hyderabad does not choose between heritage and the future. Hyderabad carries both in the same hand. That is why the Musi riverfront, the old city heritage circuit, and the Salar Jung Museum must be developed together. Within a few kilometers, we have a Charminar, Golconda, Qutub Shahi tombs, Chowmalla Palace, Falaknama Palace, the State Central Library, and this great Salar Jung Museum. Very few cities in India, in fact, very few cities in the world can offer such density of history, culture, architecture, food, and living tradition. We must connect these jewels properly. Better access, better signage, better night tourism, better public amenities, better guided walks, better interpretation Telugu, Urdu, Hindi, English, and other languages, better integration with hotels, schools, universities, artisans, and local entrepreneurs. Because heritage is not only pride, heritage is livelihood. When a museum becomes vibrant, an entire economy comes alive around it. Guides, craftspeople, performers, restaurants, transport providers, bookshops, designers, photographers, students, researchers, and small entrepreneurs. Culture creates jobs, but it also creates dignity also. A city with memory produces citizens with confidence, and I want every student of Telangana to experience this confidence. A child from Adilabad, Khammam, Karimnagar, Mahbubnagar, Nalgonda, Warangal, or Hyderabad should be able to walk through these galleries and feel this belongs to me. Heritage must not be locked behind glasses and distance. Heritage must be lived. Therefore, we must strengthen school programs. We must make the museum more accessible to children. We must encourage student guides, museum clubs, internships, university research, and collaborations with institutions such as the University of Hyderabad, Osmania, IITs, IIITs, ISP, and our schools and colleges. A museum should not be silent. It should be alive with questions. Who made this? How did it travel here? What does it tell us about trade, empire, faith, design, craft, science, and power? What does it tell us about ourselves? If a child comes here and asks even one good question, the museum has done its job. I also want to make a request to every global investor and visitor who comes to Hyderabad. Many come for IT, pharma, infrastructure, business, research, our global capability center. My request is simple. Do not leave Hyderabad after seeing only its conference rooms and boardrooms. Spend one day in the Salar Jung Museum. Spend one evening near Charminar. Drink Iranic chai. Eat our food. Walk through our history. The Hyderabad of the future will be understood fully only when you understand the Hyderabad of this museum. Hyderabad is already recognized globally for its cuisine. Our biryani, as you are aware, our biryani does diplomacy without needing a passport. Our Halim has more loyal followers than many political parties. Our Iranic chai has probably settled more disputes than several committees. But behind that humor is a serious point. Both heritage, craft, museums, festivals, cinema, and hospitality together from the cultural economy of Telangana. We must convert our fame into livelihoods, especially for women, young people, artisans, and local artists. I take this opportunity to thank the Union Ministry of Culture and the Salar Jung Museum Board for their stewardship. I thank the Honorable Governor, our Chairman, for guiding this institution. I also thank the staff of the museum. Often visitors admire the objects, but do not see the people who protect them. The curators, conservators, guides, security staff, cleaners, administrators, and volunteers. You are the guardians of Hyderabad memory. I also thank the public sector undertakings, banks, corporate leaders, and institutions for supporting the modernization and improvement of visitor facilities. Culture needs patrons in every stage. Salar Jung III was a patron in his age. In our age, governments, corporates, universities, and citizens must become collective patrons. To the Consul General and international representatives present here, I say this museum is already a bridge between India and the world. Let us build more bridges, exhibitions, cultural exchanges, conservation partnerships, student programs, and research collaboration. As Telangana, you are aware, as Telangana rises, we want our growth to be rooted. Roads, power, investments, industries, irrigation, IT, pharma, education, all these are essential. But a society does not live by infrastructure alone. A society lives by meaning. And meaning comes from memory. Our cultural roots are not nostalgia, they are strength. They are not a burden pulling us backwards. They are the foundation that flows us right higher. Salar Jung III understood this before many others. He knew that objects are not merely things. A clock is not just a clock. A sculpture is not just stone. A manuscript is not just paper. A sword is not just metal. Each object carries a word. The hand of the maker, the taste of the pattern, the skill of the artisan, the journey of trade, the conflict of history, and the hope of continuity. That is why this museum matters. Dear friends, it reminds us that Hyderabad has never been small-minded. It reminds us that culture is not a luxury. It reminds us that beauty can be public wealth. It reminds us that India's strength lies not in sameness, but in shared respect. On the 75th year of the Salar Jung Museum, and on the birth anniversary of Salar Jung III, let us make a simple commitment. We will protect this treasure. We will modernize it. We will connect it to this city. We will bring children into it. We will bring the world to it. We will pass it on stronger than we received. Because in the end, the greatest tribute to Salar Jung III is not only to praise what he collected. The great tribute is to become worthy heirs of what he gave. My heartfelt congratulations to every citizen of Hyderabad and Telangana. May the Salar Jung Museum continue to inspire generations and generations and generations. And in fact, the Honorable Chief Minister is supposed to attend this program because of various pressing other works he could not. He asked me to attend and see to that whatever possible help or support which is required to maintain this Salar Jung Museum and to carry it forward. Please assure the board that the government is here to support to any extent, and we are there to support this government. It means it assuring. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And as you rightly put, our museum is really a representation of the cosmopolitan city of Hyderabad, and we would never be able to do anything without your support and guidance. We are so rooted in this city. It is often rare for institutions like ours to find a mentor and a guide, and in the last few months, ever since Honorable Governor Saab has come to the state, we've had a great honor of falling on his advice multiple times. His generosity, understanding of cultural institutions and support is unmatched. We are fortunate to have him as our chairman, and he has indeed been a father figure to this museum and its staff. May I now invite our Honorable Governor, Shri Shiv Pratap Shukla ji, to please say a few words.
श्रीमल्लू हट्टी विक्रमार्क माननीय उप मुख्यमंत्री तेलंगाना श्री पूनम प्रभाकर, माननीय ट्रांसपोर्ट मिनिस्टर तेलंगाना श्री मीर जुल्फिकार अली, सम्मानीय क्षेत्रीय विधायक चारमीनार, नवाब एहतराम अली खान, सालार जंग परिवार के सम्मानित सदस्य श्री दाना किशोर, स्पेशल चीफ सेक्रेटरी श्रीमती नोरा विलियम्स, काउंसलर जनरल यूएस प्रोफेसर जयधीर तिरुमला राव, हिस्टोरियन श्रीमती प्रियंका फ्रांसिस, डायरेक्टर सालार जंग म्यूजियम, संग्रहालय बोर्ड के सम्मानित सदस्यगण, यहाँ उपस्थित आज उत्सव समारोह के प्रथम दिन सम्मानित विशिष्ट अतिथिगण, सभी संस्कृति से जुड़े हुए सम्मानित सदस्यगण, मीडिया से जुड़े हुए मित्रों, आज किसी के जुनून ने हम लोगों को यहां उपस्थित किया है। जब भी हैदराबाद का जिक्र होता है तो चारमीनार के साथ साथ मुझे लगता है कि जिन लोगों को भी जानकारी होती है वह सालार जंग म्यूजियम को एक बार जरूर देखने आए। और ये म्यूजियम हमारे तेलंगाना राज्य की समृद्ध ऐतिहासिक सांस्कृतिक विरासत का जीवंत उदाहरण है। मुख्य अतिथि के नाते तो हूं, लेकिन इस संग्रहालय बोर्ड के अध्यक्ष के नाते भी मेरी उपस्थिति अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण है। मेरे सामने जब यह विषय आया था, इस कार्यक्रम को मनाया जाए कि न मनाया जाए, तो हमने अपने सेक्रेटरी से इस बात को कहा था, मैडम फ्रांसिस से भी इस बात को कहा था कि मनाया भी जाए और बहुत अच्छी तरह से मनाया। क्योंकि किसी व्यक्ति की जिन्होंने इसको एक राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर ला करके स्थापित, उनकी मानवीय सृजनशीलता के प्रति अगर हम खुद समय समय पर आग्रही नहीं रहेंगे तो मुझे लगता है कि फिर विरासत कैसे रहे। इस नाते यह आवश्यक था और मैंने इसको कहा कि पूरी तौर पर प्रमोट किया जाना चाहिए। इस नाते मैं श्रद्धापूर्वक नवाब मीर यूसुफ अली खान सालार जंग तृतीय की जयंती को स्मरण कर मतलब इस महान विभूति ने, महान इस नाते मैं कह रहा हूं कि देखिए, एक चीज घर में रखने में बरसों लग जाते, लेकिन इन्होंने अपना पूरा का पूरा जीवन अपने जुनून के लिए खपा दिया। कहां कहां से क्या क्या ला करके रखा और ऐसा रखा कि आज वो तो नहीं है, लेकिन उनकी याद ऐसी है कि लोग हिंदुस्तान के किसी भी कोने से आते हैं तो सालार जंग म्यूजियम में आते हैं। यही खूबसूरती है। इसमें हमारे लोकल एमएलए बता भी रहे थे कि सही है, फारसी, तेलुगु, दक्षिणी, मुगल, हिंदू तथा मुस्लिम संस्कृति की पूरी परंपरा यहां जुड़ी और समरसता का इससे अच्छा उदाहरण और कहीं नहीं देखा। अपनी विशिष्टता की पहचान लिए हैदराबाद ऐसा है कि अगर हैदराबाद को लघु भारत कहा जाए तो कोई अतिशयोक्ति नहीं। सबको अपने में समेटे हुए है। सालार जंग संग्रहालय इसी समन्वयकारी भावना का जीवन स्वरूप है, जहां विश्व की, न केवल भारत बल्कि विश्व की सभ्यताएं समय समय पर जो मूर्तियां यहां आकर के आच्छादित हैं, वह उस समय की वहां की संस्कृति रही हो और हम उस समय की वहां की संस्कृति को अपने सालार जंग म्यूजियम में देख रहे हैं। विश्व की, भारत की ही नहीं। हम गोलकुंडा के खदानों से निकले हुए कोहिनूर जैसे हीरे को वैश्विक पहचान का प्रतीक बनाते हैं, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि हैदराबाद के लोगों को अपने इस सालार जंग म्यूजियम को भी उसी तरह से प्रचारित और प्रसारित, इस ऐतिहासिक परंपरा को एक ने शुरू किया तो सालार जंग तृतीय ने आकर के उसे और आगे बढ़ाया। अपने धरोहर को आगे बढ़ाना किसी भी व्यक्ति की पारिवारिक मजबूरी नहीं होती, लेकिन इस परिवार ने अपने पूरे जुनून को एक के बाद दूसरा, दूसरे के बाद तीसरे ला करके स्थापित करने का काम। फारस है, मिस्र है, चीन है, जापान है, यूरोप से प्राप्त इस संग्रह को, इस नगर को एक ऐसी अद्भुत संग्रहालय के रूप में उपस्थित किया कि आज हम सभी लोगों को इस पर गर्व होता है, गौरव। भारत तो वास्तविकता यही है कि विश्व बंधुत्व की भावना अगर कहीं आती है, पूरे विश्व में विश्व बंधुत्व की भावना कहीं आती है, तो अकेला मैं ये कह सकता हूं कि अकेला ऐसा देश है जिसको भारत कहा जाता है। तो सबको समेट करके चलने का काम करता है। आज जब विश्व में युद्ध की आपदा है, तो भी यह कितनी अच्छी बात है कि जनतांत्रिक तरीके से चुनी हुई इस देश के सरकार के प्रमुख के रूप में देश के प्रधानमंत्री इस बात को कहते हैं, खुले मंच से इस बात को कहते हैं, लड़ाई हल नहीं है, वार्ता ही हल है। यही भारत की वास्तविक संस्कृति। वसुधैव कुटुंबकम की बात भारत ने किया तो इसी आधार पर किया। हमें हमेशा इस बात को ध्यान रखना चाहिए। बुद्ध ने इसी बात को ला करके स्थापित किया। आज जापान है, थाईलैंड है, लंका है, चीन है, ये सभी के सभी बुद्ध की संस्कृति से, बुद्ध के उपदेशों से प्रभावित। उन्होंने शांति का संदेश। इस म्यूजियम में अगर हम घूमें, अगर पूरी स्थिति में देखें और गंभीरता के साथ, अभी तो हम लोग झटके के साथ चले आए, गंभीरता के साथ देखें तो एक एक मूर्तियों पर नजर हमारी जा करके ठहर जाएगी, और जब थोड़ी देर रुक जाएंगे तो शायद उसी में से उस देश की संस्कृति न जाए। पुराण की दुर्लभ प्रतियां, चोलकालीन काल से प्रतिमाएं, ईसाई मूर्तियां, बौद्ध कलाकृतियां तथा बहुमूल्य पांडुलिपियां, ये सभी न केवल मूर्तियां ही है, बल्कि ये सभी जो यहां आकर के सुरक्षित विश्व प्रसिद्ध वर्ल्ड वेरे का इस संग्रहालय की बहुमूल्य सांस्कृतिक संपदा है और कलात्मक उत्कृष्टता का उदाहरण है। राष्ट्रीय महत्व का यह संस्थान भारत की सांस्कृतिक विरासत को संरक्षित करता है, और मुझे लगता है कि हम सभी लोगों को इसके प्रति समर्पित होना चाहिए। एक पवित्र राष्ट्रीय ट्रस्ट है। ये केवल हैदराबाद का नहीं है, बल्कि मुझे कहने में जरा भी संकोच नहीं है कि यह पवित्र राष्ट्रीय जो है ट्रस्ट है, और इस ट्रस्ट के प्रति हमको भी ट्रस्टी होना है। प्रदर्शन का नहीं है, बल्कि अध्ययन अनुसंधान है, और इससे क्या सृजित किया जा सकता है, यह संग्रहालय उसके प्रति। मुझे लगता है कि इसकी जो डायरेक्टर हैं, संग्रहालय बोर्ड से डिजिटलीकरण, शोध वृत्तियों तथा विश्वविद्यालयों के व्यापक शैक्षिक सहयोग को और अधिक सुदृढ़ता के साथ आग्रह करता है। इसका इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट के माध्यम से यह संस्थान कई आगे की पीढ़ियों के लिए भी आकर्षक। इस पर प्रत्येक क्षण इस पर अनुसंधान होना चाहिए, इसके लिए काम करना चाहिए। अभी उप मुख्यमंत्री जी मूसी नदी के पुनरुद्धार की बात कर रहे हैं। असेंबली में भी इन्होंने उस बात को लाई, अच्छी बात है, उसको करना चाहिए और मूसी नदी का पुनरुद्धार होगा तो मैं समझता हूं कि इस स्थान का अत्यधिक महत्वपूर्ण है। लोग आएंगे और अधिक यहां देखने के लिए, जानने के लिए, फिर इसमें और अधिक विस्तार की आवश्यकता है। अभी जब मैं यहां रहा था तो मुख्यमंत्री जी ने कहा जो आप कह देंगे मैं कर दूं। मैं कह तो नहीं दूंगा, अध्यक्ष, इस संस्था के अध्यक्ष होने के नाते कहूंगा कि नहीं, लेकिन इतना जरूर आग्रह करूंगा कि एक बार आपका मंत्रिमंडल अगर राजनीतिक स्थिति में बैठता है तो एक बार आपका मंत्रिमंडल सालार जंग के लिए भी बैठ। अपने आप क्या होना है आप विचार कर लेंगे और कर डालेंगे, मुझे कहने की आवश्यकता नहीं हो। इसका विस्तार हो जाएगा, विस्तार बहुत आवश्यक है। कारपोरेट जगत के लोग हैं, उनसे भी आग्रह करता हूं कि उनको भी इससे जुड़ना चाहिए। आईटी कहां गया है, फार्मा कहां गया है, लेकिन इस सबके आने के पहले अगर हैदराबादी बिरयानी की सुगंध जाती थी तो इस सालार जंग भी तो जाता था। तो इस सालार जंग के प्रति आग्रह पूर्वक को कीजिए, राष्ट्रीय विरासत है, इसको संरक्षण। आवश्यकता पड़ेगी तो आप अपने यहां से प्रपोजल देंगे, भारत सरकार को भेजेंगे तो मैं भी उस पर आपकी मदद। और अच्छी बात है कि यहां विदेशी दूतावास, महावाणिज्य दूत, ये सभी को इससे जोड़ा जा रहा है। उन लोगों के भी आवश्यकता हमारे लोग तो संग्रहालय का अतीत स्मारक पात्र नहीं हो। विश्व के किसी भी देश को क्यों नहीं कहा जाता है कि विश्व गुरु बने? विश्व के किसी भी देश को अगर कोई उस देश का गान होता है, उस देश की मिट्टी को माता के रूप में तो नहीं मानते हैं। एक ही एक ऐसा देश है जिसको भारत कहते हैं और जिसको कहा जाता है भारत माता की जय। जब हम अपना राष्ट्रगान कर लेते हैं कहते हैं भारत माता की जय। इतना लगाव है हमें अपने संस्कृति के प्रति, हमें अपने नवाचार के प्रति, हमें अपने संरक्षण के प्रति। मुझे लगता है कि अगर कायदे से इसको करेंगे तो निश्चित रूप से हैदराबाद के वासियों जान लीजिए कि भविष्य का शिक्षालय ये हो और आपको करना चाहिए, सब लोगों को मिलकर के करना चाहिए। और इस विरासत का संरक्षण राष्ट्र निर्माण के इकाई के रूप में कार्य हो। इस विशेष अवसर पर संग्रहालय बोर्ड समर्पित कर्मचारियों, हैदराबाद के नागरिकों को मैं हार्दिक बधाई देता हूं और आग्रह करता हूं कि आइए हम सब लोग इस सांस्कृतिक ज्योति को, मैं शब्द कह रहा हूं, इस सांस्कृतिक ज्योति को और अधिक प्रखर बनाएं, आने वाली पीढ़ियों तक पहुंचाएं। यह हमारा कर्तव्य होना चाहिए। आज हम जो सोचेंगे, आज हम जो करने के लिए उन्मुख होंगे, उससे हमारी आने वाली भविष्य की पीढ़ियां भी सुरक्षित रहेंगी। मैं इसी मंगल कामना के साथ आज के इस उद्घाटन सत्र पर आप लोगों के बीच सालार जंग की अमरता के लिए प्रार्थना करता हूं। यह अमर हो। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर। जब आप 15 अप्रैल को आए थे 2 महीना पहले, आपने कहा था कि आप वापस आएंगे और हमें सपोर्ट करेंगे, जो आपने बहुत बहुत किया है। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। I now invite my senior colleague and head of office, Shri R.B. Nayak, to propose the vote of thanks.
On behalf of the director of Salar Jung Museum, I would first like to thank our honorable guests on dais, Sri Shiv Pratap Shukla ji, Honorable Governor of Telangana, Sri Bhatti Vikramarka ji, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Telangana, Sri Ponnam Prabhakar ji, Transport Minister, Mir Zulfikar Ali, Honorable MLA, Charminar Constituency, Nawab Atram Ali Khan Sahab, Salar Jung family, Professor Jayadhir Trimal Rao, and Sri Dana Kishore Sahab for taking time out of their busy schedule to attend today's program. We also thank the Honorable Minister of Culture, Sri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat ji, and Secretary, Ministry of Culture, Sri Vivek Agarwal, for their support, although they could not join us today due to prayer engagements. We are grateful to the Department of Handicraft and Handlooms of Telangana for partnering with us for the craft exhibition. We thank Spit Mackey for assisting in presenting the cultural programs next weekend, and to the Khadir Ali Beg Theatre Foundation for creating a special presentation on Salar Jung III, directed by Padma Shri Muhammad Ali Beg. Most importantly, I thank the HMDA, Hyderabad Metropolitan Development Authority, Telangana State Industrial Infrastructure Structural Corporation, TGIIC, and the Singarani Galleries for supporting and sponsoring the various Platinum Jubilee events and programs. Without their generous help, we would not have been able to put together this rich program. I also thank Sri Dana Kishore ji for chairing the planning of all events and extending his full support, and Sri K.G. Kumar, former DG of National Council of Science Museum and advisor to the Salar Jung Museum, for helping plan the Platinum Jubilee events. We are deeply grateful also to our executive committee members, Ms. Chanda Panditji, Principal Accountant General, and Professor Kumar Molugaram, Vice Chancellor of Usmania University, for their constant direction and guidance.
I thank the entire staff of the Salar Jung Museum who have worked tirelessly for the last few weeks to make this program a reality, and of course Miss Priyanka Mary Francis for her stalwart leadership in taking our organization forward. I also thank the press and media. Ultimately, I thank all of you, culture leaders, philanthropists, corporates, friends, and senior government officials for being part of this new journey, and hope you will walk along with us for the next few years, 5 years. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you, Naisa. We would now conclude the evening. We will all stand up for the Telangana state song, for the national song and the national anthem. And after that, I would request all our special invited guests to make their way to the ground floor for the high tea. I would request members of the press to please remain here so that our volunteers can guide you to your areas of refreshments. And for those of you who can stay, today at 6:45, there's a play in the auditorium downstairs directed by Padma Shri Muhammad Ali Beg on the life of Salar Jung III. Thank you all for being here. We'll now stand for the songs.
Thank you.